The Raiders. That's right. We're going out west to Las Vegas, Sin City, Allegiant Stadium, AFC West. We're back again. More previews and predictions for the 2025 NFL season. Yours truly, God's favorite host. Taking a look at Raider Nation. What do the Raiders have to bring to the table in 2025? Thought they had a really good draft. Traded for Geno Smith. Let's talk about it. Pete Carroll is back behind the white chalk on the sidelines. Tom Brady in management. What does this team have as they have to get through the Chiefs and Broncos and Chargers in the AFC West? Let's talk about it here today. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. Let me know your thoughts as we get to the Las Vegas Raiders. We're going to get to that schedule right now, not waste any time because we got to get into it. We got 32 franchises to cover, but they trade for Geno Smith. Solid pickup, I think. Gene Malenko, we call him a man of 1,000 turnovers. There's going to be good Geno, bad Geno, but an upgrade nonetheless. I don't know if their quarterback of the future is on the roster, but they still have Aiden O'Connell. How about this? Ashton Genty, I think he will be the offensive rookie of the year because we know Pete Carroll loves to run that rock. Remember Marshawn Lynch. Then you got Raheem Mostert back there. Now the receiver position, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Jack Beck, Dante Thornton Jr. I like that pick out of Tennessee a lot. Like I said, they did have a good draft getting Genty and Thornton Jr. Brock Bowers, what an amazing prospect he was. The greatest rookie tight end season in history. Shout out to Brock Bowers. He did a fantastic job last season and well deserved there. He's going to have another season this year. He's pretty much going to be the new bell of the ball when it comes to tight ends, and just wait on it. Now, the O line, Colton Miller, it's just looking a lot to be desired. Jordan Meredith, Jackson Powers Johnson, Dylan Parham, DJ Glaze. Yeah, I would have liked to see them improve the O line a little more, but that is where the weakness is offensively. It's not skill position. Yeah, they don't have the greatest receiver group, but the running back and tight end, they're going to get a bulk of the the workload. So everybody else just fall into place. Hopefully, Jacoby Myers can stay healthy. Defensively, they paid Max Crosby, well deserved, one of the best defensive players in the league. Christian Wilkins is still there, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league. Malcolm Kuntze, he's really underrated, I think, as well. Devin White, you bring him in, and Landon Roberts, Tommy Eschenberg, the linebacking core and defensive backfield with Jacorian Bennett, former Terp, Isaiah Polomao, Eric Stokes, Darnay Holmes. Bunch of really just a guy type of guys, but you did bring in Jeremy Chin. That will help out the defensive backfield. I'm loving that pick. So we'll see. We'll see. Daniel Carson, the kicker, is really, really underrated. But they go to New England week 1. I think that is going to be a loss. They host the Chargers week 2. I think they can win that, get to 1-1. Go to Washington to face the Commanders 1-2. Then they host Chicago. Now that could be a game they win. I'm going to say 2-2 just to say they could win. Go to Indy. Could they win that 3-2 versus Tennessee 4-2 at Kansas City 4-3 going into the bye? Now they always do play Kansas City really tough, and they've won in Kansas City before. They're kind of like that net at the cookout. So since we're at that time of year where they just always bother you, and they do that to the Chiefs, especially with Max Crosby, the way he can get after Pat Mahomes and their offensive line troubles, they make it a game. Very interesting. 4-3. They have a week 8 bye, really good bye week. Then they play Jacksonville 5-3. Then they play Denver 5-4. Then they play Dallas on Monday Night Football. I think it's 5-5. That's going to be a fun game. All the Cowboys fans invading Vegas and Allegiant Stadium. So 5-5. Then they get Cleveland at home, 6-5. Go to the Chargers. I'm gonna say 6-6. Could they beat Denver at home, 7-6? At Philly, 7-7. At Houston, 7-8. And then the Giants, 8-8. And then Kansas City at home to end the year. Now, this could be a make or break game. It's a flex game. This could be winning you're in, maybe, to get 9 wins, maybe, and get into the playoffs or have a shot at it. Or do they lose week 18 and do the Chiefs need to play their guys? It's going to be interesting. Maybe they win that game. Maybe they split with the Chiefs because that week 18 game, maybe it could mean a lot for the Chiefs too. I don't know. That's interesting. Do they get to 8 wins? Do they get 8? Because I have this is where it gets fun. Because I got them beat New England, got them beating the Chargers. So I have a 2-2 start. 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 6-6, 7-6, 7-7, 7-8. 8. I'm gonna say 9-8. I think they can get 9 wins. I'm gonna say 9-8. I was tempted to say 8-9, but I think They are better. They are improved. They play hard. They will be well coached. They will be prepared. Prepared. I think they are maybe a year away from where they really want to be, double digit wins, playoff contention. But I'm gonna say 9-8 for the Raiders, and I think they're just on the outside of the playoff field. I think they're a fringe playoff team. I think they are, like I said, a year away. They did sign Geno to the extension, but is he the guy long term? I think the O line is not very good. But they did get Alex Kappa as well. I can't forget him. Now, if the offensive line can maybe play a little bit better than we think, could that help the offense? Yes, but Geno Smith may turn the ball over some, which could derail their drives. But Max Crosby's going to keep in a lot of games defensively. But outside of him and Christian Wilkins up front, like I said, on the linebacking core and on defensive backfield, I don't have a lot of faith in what they're doing long term. But I think 9-8 is a good first season for the Raiders, and I think that's where they'll be. They'll be in that 8, 9, 10 range, and I think they get 2 9 wins just on the other side of the Mendoza line. And I think they do have a chance to, like I said, be in contention. I think they're probably a year away. They're right behind maybe the other teams, but are they fourth? But it's not like a distant fourth if they are fourth. But 9-8 for the Raiders. So let me know. We're breaking down each team, all 32 of them. I like what the Raiders did this offseason. Love what they did in the draft. I think Ashton Genty will be Offensive Rookie of the Year. Brock Bowers, year two. Hopefully they can stay healthy. Offensive line gives me a little concern. Wide receiver position, what is that going to be? And also defensively, linebackers and outside of Jeremy Chin on the back end, do they really have? Sound off Raiders fans, let me know. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Breaking down each team. If I haven't got to your team yet, it's on the way. I promise you. Stay tuned to the Flex On Podcast, your home for professional sports. Right here on the Flex On Podcast. The only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it.